I remember the way she said it. Not angry, not sad, not even confused, just calm. Like it was a perfectly reasonable request. I just need to find myself before the wedding. Let's take a short break. And I smiled, and I said, take all the time you need. I'll be right here. What a fool, what a loyal, stupid, love-struck fool. We were 6 weeks out, 6 weeks from what I thought would be the most beautiful day of our lives. I had just picked up my tuxedo from the tailor. She'd finalized the seating chart that morning. We were choosing cake flavors just the day before, laughing over which one would get smashed into whose face. And then, suddenly, this, I need to find myself. What does that even mean? Is she lost? Was she ever here to begin with? I didn't ask. I didn't question it because I loved her too much to call her bluff. Or maybe I was too scared to admit that it was a bluff. So I smiled. I said the right thing, the noble thing. The thing she could walk away from feeling light and guilt-free. Take all the time you need. But inside, I was crumbling. The days that followed, they weren't quiet. They were loud, painfully loud. The silence screamed. Her absence was like a siren in my chest. Every ding from my phone made me jump. Every time I walked past her side of the closet, I looked just a little too long. Her scent still lingered on the hoodie she always stole from me. She took nothing with her, you know? Not even a suitcase, just a few clothes in a tote bag. Like she planned to be gone for just a weekend. A few nights to breathe, she said, but breathing is the last thing I could do. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. I went through our wedding checklist like it was a tombstone. Each item another little dagger to the ribs. Florist, booked, photographer, paid, vows? Half-written sitting in a Google Doc titled Forever. God, how stupid was I? Forever, I believed in it. I believed in us. My friends told me to give her space. Women need to process differently, they said. Maybe it's just pre-wedding jitters, but this didn't feel like jitters. It felt like abandonment. It felt like she had already left, but wanted me to call it something prettier. I kept checking her Instagram, her WhatsApp, her location. Yeah, I know how that sounds. Desperate, obsessive, but when your entire future disappears overnight with nothing more than a cryptic excuse, your mind starts hunting for clues, and I found one, a tagged photo. Her best friend posted a picture sunset at the beach, cocktails in hand. There she was. My fiancée, laughing, carefree, no engagement ring on her finger. The caption, soul searching with my soulmate. And just like that, my stomach dropped through the floor. Soulmate? Soulmate. Was that just a caption, or was it code? I didn't know what hurt more, that she was smiling while I was suffering, or that she was finding herself in a beach town with someone who wasn't me. 3 days passed. Then a week, then 2. I texted once, hope you're okay. I'm here when you're ready to talk. No reply. I didn't send another. I wanted to. God, I wanted to. But I still had some dignity left. Not much, but some. And then 3 weeks after she walked out, she called. Not to come back. Not to explain, but to tell me she was extending her break. I didn't expect to feel this much clarity, she said, her voice light, like she was announcing the weather. Being away helped me realize that I've been living a life designed by other people, not by me. I asked, the only thing I could manage? Does that life include me? She didn't answer. I hung up before she could. Then I cried. I cried like a child. Face down in the pillow, fists clenched, body heaving. That was the moment I knew I wasn't waiting anymore. I couldn't. This wasn't a break. It was a breakup wearing a pretty mask. I took off my ring. I threw it in the drawer next to the vow drafts and the save the date cards, and I started deleting photos, playlists, our wedding website, the shared Pinterest board filled with centerpieces and dresses I helped pick because she said she wanted me involved. I wanted to be involved in everything, not just the planning. I wanted to be her partner, her family, her future, but apparently I was just a placeholder. Someone to hold space for her until she figured out what she really wanted, and it turns out it wasn't me. A week later, she showed up unannounced at My door. Same tote bag, same soft perfume, different eyes. Her voice cracked when she said my name. She reached for my hand like muscle memory, but I didn't move. I just looked at her and asked the question I should have asked weeks ago. Why now? She hesitated, bit her lip like she used to when she was guilty. Because I realized no one will ever love me like you do, and that's when I smiled again, but not the same way. This smile wasn't warm, it wasn't patient or forgiving. It was sad, final, tired. That's the thing, isn't it? I said, you knew I'd always be here. That's why you left so easily. Her eyes welled up, but mine stayed dry. I was never looking for someone who needed to find themselves by walking away. I wanted someone who'd find themselves with me, who'd fight for us while we're still in it. I swallowed hard. You didn't break the wedding, love. You broke the trust. She whispered my name again, but this time I closed the door. Softly, gently, but firmly. And then I stood there. Alone. Not because I didn't love her, but because I finally loved myself enough to walk away from someone who didn't know how to stay.